Welcome back, guys, to another episode. Last week's episode we got the trunk and the driver's side quarter panel and primer. We also got the other side's rust panel body filled up, ready for primer. On this week's episode, I would like to get the rest of the car in primer, but there might be a couple things that might hinder us. One of those things is this gasket around the windshield is pretty busted where you can see. So it's going to be hard to sand in there and get paint. Usually you can just tape up this edge, but I'm going to try to get someone out here to at least get this sill out, or maybe just the whole windshield. Everything else I should be able to remove, like this belt molding in the mirror. I also want to get this stuff removed and get just all the white that you can possibly see, kind of get it primered and hopefully get some paint on it. I also would like to get the engine bay prepped for primer at least. Get it degreased along while that's getting degreased and pressure washed. So I'd like to do the back too, just get all that cleaned out. So pick this guy up at Harbor Freight. Hopefully it'll help the paint process a little bit, where I also want to put my gun also a little bit easier filling it up and not having to hold it and pour. It was a fun time. So this should be very helpful. So let's not waste any time. Let's get into it. Well, I found it. It went across the shop, but we found it. So we got the door handle out, the belt molding, the actual window, the rail for the other window, and then I started to remove this gasket that goes along top, but it's held on by little clips, and I don't want to break them, so I need to buy a clip remover tool. It's got two little prongs on it. You go in and pry it up. I used to have a pair, but someone broke them. But yeah, I need to get that, so I'll just leave that alone for now. I don't want to break it. But for right now, I think this door is pretty much good. There might be a couple things, I need to remove this and this, and we do paint this inside of it. So yeah, next we'll just move on to getting this out, which I don't even know if this is even usable anymore. It is just destroyed. Getting all these other sills done. So let's get to that. So I got this side finished, got all the stuff removed from the door, grabbed all the parts and nuts and bolts, put them on this shelf, and I also got all the nuts and bolts in a bag. Just trying to stay a little organized. And then the back side, I took the crash bar off and removed the license plate, lights, the door opener, or the trunk opener. So now this whole back side's ready to get prepped, primed. And then for the front side, removed its crash bar, and now we're ready to start in here, removing all this stuff, get it ready for primer, degrease it first. So let's get to that. Well, I thought I was recording, I wasn't, so we're gonna do a little update, then we'll go back to it. So I got both the headlights out, and then I removed the overflow and the charcoal canister. So now I need to get this harness back, remove the rest of the stuff. Let's do it. Did a quick run to Harbor Freight, finally picked me up one of these panel removing tools, so should help me with all these little clips, so I stopped breaking them. All these clips holding these harnesses on. Alright, now let's get to it. Looks like we had some mice go to town on whatever this is. So I'll have to figure that one out. Hopefully there's nothing else chewed. Fingers crossed. So I've got everything ready to pull through, but looking like this side might be a little bit harder. So to make it easier on myself, I'm thinking probably just remove the dash. And yeah, so let's get the dash out. What are you doing? So we've almost got everything out of the bay. I got this harness and this harness pushed back, removed the things that it's connected to, all the little reservoirs and whatnot. Still a couple more things we need to do, like get that out, get some of the lines out, or at least let them hang so I can spray in here. Got the brake booster out. Then we ended up having to remove the dash, just made it a lot easier because this harness is thick. It was very annoying trying to get it through that little hole. And same over there. So got that out. Probably end up taking this carpet out and just cleaning up everything under it because I'm willing to bet it's disgusting. After moving the dash and seeing all of that. So we're running out of daylight. Just got home from work. Got to shop vac this, get the tires put on the back, or rims put on the back, push it out, get it pressure washed before we run out of daylight. So let's get to it. The plan is to get some degreaser. I bought a big thing of purple power. I'm gonna spray it down, let it soak for a little bit, maybe scrub it where I can, and definitely try to scrub down there. But we're running out of daylight, so let's get to it. Let's see if we can't dry this out a little bit. Well, there's some plugs all the way back there that I missed. So that would have been helpful, but you live and learn. All right. So we are all clean as best of my ability. And the back turned out pretty good, I think. It surely doesn't smell like rat crap and piss in here now. And also got this back section cleaned. Got all this. Because why not try to get color on it, get the white off as much as I can. So our next plan of action is let the bay dry and work on getting the rest of the car sanded down and primered. So guess we could probably start with the driver door, maybe work to the front or vice versa. But we'll see. Let's get to it. Well, that was taking way too long to get the stuff off from down here, which is the same stuff that's right here. It gives it that little texture, I guess, to protect from rock chips or whatever, but man, it is a pain to get off. So, I finally got it off. I think I got this pretty good. There's a couple dents and stuff that I need to fix. But we're good to move to the fender now, pretty sure. So, let's do it. So I've got the door, the fender, and I started on this. Then I remembered that I need to get this done. And I may or may not have got some scratches, but should be able to get that out, or at least make it less noticeable. I still need to get this lower rocker section. It's just, it takes a lot of time. I think I might order some like 40 grit sandpaper or something just to knock it out. It takes forever. I still need to get like in here and around all these edges, and same for the door. And we also still need to take the door off and get the jam and everything. So we can do that next. Get the door off, get the fender off, get the inside of it, the jams and everything, and get this side completely, hopefully ready to prime. So I'm going to end the video here. We got a lot done this video, and we're getting super close to getting this whole car in primer. And then we're like just a couple videos out of getting this thing to the paint booth. I'm 95% sure I've got the color that I want picked. I got it quoted. I just need to save a little bit more money and pull the trigger on that. Also, these shirts are still for sale. If you want one, hit me up on Instagram. Go back to my main YouTube channel, the top right corner. You can find a hyperlink to it, or I'll just put it down in the description for you. With all that being said, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Also, leave a comment. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Also, hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on the Drip Miata. Have a good night!